good morning, family. How's everyone doing this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning? We love every day of the week, but we really love Wednesdays and Team Effort Network. Well, family, we're at the dawning of another brand new day. I hope you woke up with an attitude of gratitude. Great things are waiting for you in this day. All you got to do is go out there and claim it. You've dialed into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call where you are going to hear things that are going to move you from fact to faith to action. I hope you're ready to take action today because without it, you cannot succeed. Well, the line is open. Go right ahead. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
In Newark, California.
Well, welcome. Tessa from California. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to hear you first thing this morning.
Oh, yeah, I'm sprayed up, and ready to rock and roll.
That's right. That's how we do it. And I know Cassandra Cole is with us. Cassandra, good morning, lady. You were the first one on this morning. Good morning to you again.
Good morning to you and to everyone on the call.
All right. Welcome. Well, let's keep it going, family. Who's with us this morning? Call your name out. Where are you dialing in from?
Carol Dillingham, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hi, Pastor.
Hello. Excuse me. How are you? Calling from Pennsylvania. How are you doing this morning?
I am blessed. How are you, Pastor?
I am doing great. Ready for another fantastic day. Ready.
Yes, indeed.
Good to have you this morning. We'll keep it going. Family who's with us. Go right ahead. Introduce yourself.
Gregory Marshall, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Heights, Maryland.
Oh, I heard Ohio is in the house. Who is that calling from Ohio?
Gregory Marshall, Cincinnati.
Well, good. I'm from Cincinnati. Hi, Gregory. How are you?
I am great, thank you. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Good to hear you this morning. Gregory from Cincinnati. Good to hear you this morning.
Thank you.
Don Joseph, Emeryville, California.
All right, Pastor Joseph. Boy, we tried to catch you yesterday. You a man on a mission.
I had to do a big presentation for the Baptist Union, Bay Area Baptist Union. It was big, so I couldn't be on.
Wow. It was big, huh? Ooh, we're going to hear about that.
Absolutely.
Wow. Goodness. Wow. Well, go get them, Pastor. That's how we do it. Mr. Paul Jackson, I'm trying to say good morning to you, sir. How are you this morning, Mr. Jackson?
Good morning. Doing great. Magnificent day here.
Yes, it is.
Great day.
It's looking beautiful. It is.
Yes,
well,
it is.
Keep it rolling, family. Who listens with us? Introduce yourself. Let's hear your name.
Josephine, Maryland.
Louisville,
Hey,
Kentucky.
Josephine.
Hi.
Kentucky's
Can
in
you hear
the
me?
house.
Yes, a little bit, honey. Oh, okay. I was going to tell you the conference call is on if you got a moment. They just
conference call.
somebody
Yes,
just
the conference
said
call
they
is
had
on, and we hear you talking. The conference call is on, and you are being recorded. Welcome. I think Vicki Sutter from Louisville, Kentucky. Vicki, was that you?
Yeah, that's me. I wanted to say a shout out to Gregory in Cincinnati, one of our new people in Ohio. Hey, Gregory. And also, I want to say to everybody, it's payday. We are prayed up, sprayed up, and paid up today, okay?
Prayed up and sprayed up and paid up. Woo! I like that. Come on, family. What is today? What is Wednesday in Team Effort Network? Come on, family. What is it?
Payday.
It is payday, and it has been with Team Effort International for the last 12 years. We're celebrating 12 years anniversary with our mothership company, Team Effort International. So, boy, are we doing wonderful things here in this earth. Yes, we are. Well, family,
the conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
From dialing in around the region, it is good to hear your name. And like Mel Gill said, call your name out. Let people know who you are. You are making a difference in the world. Here the scripture says, God says, I will make your name great. I mean, your name is going to be known throughout the earth. And look how it's being done. Who would have ever thought that your name would be known throughout the earth on a conference call? Come on, who would have thought it? But I'm telling you, we had team training last Saturday. We were just calling out some of the team members. We were saying, like, Miss Patty. Miss Patty's here in Maryland, but you know what? People in Ohio, people in Kentucky, people in California, people in the UK know Miss Patty's name. People know Sophia. People know Paul Jackson. They know your name. They know who you are. They know Cassandra. Why? Because you're on this call and you are calling out your name, and your testimonies are being shared throughout the globe. Isn't it amazing for you to be here in Maryland and your story be told in the UK? Isn't that amazing how your story and your name is being shared throughout the globe? And your story is changing people's lives. It's truly changing people's lives. So we're in a good place today, family. Yes, yes, yes. Today is payday. Our company will be celebrating 12 years strong in the industry this month. And our paydays have gone up every year for the last 12 years. Not one Wednesday has been missed. And because of that compensation plan, this new startup company with the vitamin sprays is backed up that compensation plan. We are in a good place. We're in a good position. And we're at perfect timing for where we are with these vitamin sprays. Yes, we are. The beautiful Power D Tower. And wouldn't it be good to know, instead of maybe encouraging people to go get that flu shot, instead of getting that flu virus, maybe, just maybe, you can suggest that they take the vitamin D. And just maybe that vitamin D may prevent that flu from coming. You never know. As we say, we can't make any claims that our vitamin sprays can heal or cure any type of sickness or disease. But I tell you what, you get on this call, you're going to hear some amazing testimonies about what the vitamin D spray is doing for the lives and the health of many people and Team Effort Network. You're going to hear about what that B Boost is doing, that B Boost. You're going to hear about how the Slim by 10 is helping people to shed weight like crazy. People are losing 50, 30, 50, 60, 98 pounds from just taking the Slim by 10. You're going to hear these testimonies. You're going to hear wonderful testimonies how inflammation is being reduced, how their body is being cleansed and detoxified without Super 10. And you're going to hear how people's energy level and the glutathione levels are going up. Why? Because of the cell energy. And you're going to hear about how people's lives are being changed. Why? Because of our number one product, changing people's lives. Wow. Well, I'm going to pause right here, bring on my business partner, BCQ qualified executive founding member, Pastor Del Wafer. Sir, are you on the call?
I am on the line. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. How are you, sir? I think you've been up all night, haven't you, Pastor Del?
Woo! My goodness, man. We've been on it. I'm telling you guys, there's so much activity out here. I'm almost not getting no sleep. I mean, there's so many. We're pulling, and there's more people who want to hear about this thing, and we have more team players who are having meetings and just excited about doing one-on-ones with key people. So yeah, it's been really moving fast. And but what happens is, and I'm going to encourage every one of you who have team members in your organization, when you get your team members to give you where they want to be, their goal for our 1-year anniversary in February. I have some people who are saying, hey, I want to be LCQ, DCQ. There's some people say, I want to be executive. I want to be founding member. I want to be this. You give, when they give you their goal for February, and then you help them to stay on point, stay on focus to get in their goal. And it's not just get your goal and then, sleep all day and hope it's going to happen. No, you get your goal set, and then you say, okay, well, what is it going to take to be an executive? Well, I got to get my 2, and then I got to help them get their 2. Well, what is it going to take to become LCQ qualified? Well, I got to get 150 people in my organization on 1 point, or I got to get 75 people in my organization on 2 points, and I have to equally split them up between 25 and 50 on one side and 100 and 150 on one side. You got to not only have the goal, you got to actually have what does it take for me to get to that goal. And then once you identify that, now how do I get to the goal? Okay, I know what my goal is. My goal is to be LCQ qualified. What does it take to get to the goal? 150 points. Now, how do I get 150 points? Well, we're going to have to do TTPs. We're going to have to do one-on-ones. We're going to have to promote. We're going to have to do 80% income-producing activity. You got to lay it out. And let me tell you, that's what we've been doing. And I'm telling you, these guys are working hard. They're working hard. They're pushing. They're getting things done. And so you want the momentum in your organization, get the goals from your team and say, guys, let's work. And give them your goal. You know, don't just take their goal. Let them know what your goal is, so everybody becomes accountable in this goal structure and goal planning, so that you all work together to be successful. So that's what's happening. And as a result of that, man, my guys got me stressed out. I'm all over the place all day, all night. We're getting it done. So that's what's happening, Pastor D.
And I know it's happened. I called Pastor Dale, and he's up late at night, and he's up first thing in the morning, and phones are ringing, and people are calling, and goals are being set, and you all need to be excited about what you're doing. You're really taking charge of your life, and you really begin to do the things that you desire to do, and it's exciting. It's fun. And Pastor, I think we're going to have Executive Founding Member Vicki Soto. She's going to have to come on this call, hopefully one day this week, and she's really good at giving you really good bullet points how to accomplish those levels if you want to become an executive, if you want to be a one-star, if you want to be car qualified. She's really good at just breaking it down and just laying it before you so you can see it, because it's nothing like being able to see it, know that you can achieve it. So, Vicki, I know you hear me, girl. We want you on this week. Hit me up to help us reach these goals before our one-year birthday celebration is going to take place February 2015. Ooh, that's going to be an exciting day. 1 year. 1 year in business with these vitamin sprays. That one day is going to be history in the making. You're going to want to be in the place in Las Vegas, Nevada, February 15th. We don't have the exact date locked down yet, but we're working very diligently on it. As soon as we get it, we're going to release it to you so you can get your plane tickets and be in position. But look, don't forget you have a couple of days left to qualify for the Executive Founding Member Bonus. Don't quit. You're too close. You're too close. You may need 2 or 3 more people. It can be done. It can be done in one day. So go for it. Put your running shoes on, lace them up, and start running. Accomplish that goal. Don't just get that close to the finish line and don't complete it. So 2 more days left to qualify for that Executive Founding Bonus. And Pastor Dale, look, I don't know, but sometimes, every now and then, you know, Nell has a tendency of extending a promotion. I don't know if he'll do it this time, but I don't know if he will. But sometimes he's done that, right?
Yeah, he has. He's done that a number of times. You know, it's definitely not something unheard of, because Mel does that quite, pretty often to just make sure that, everybody get a chance to win. He's pretty good at that.
Yes, he is. So, and just don't quit, family. If you're that close to getting that Executive Founding title and that $1,000 bonus as you walk across the stage in Las Vegas, hey, meet that goal. You can do it. Well, Pastor Dell, we have a great leader on the call with us today, a man that's on a mission. And will you please introduce our guest and bring him on? I'm waiting to hear what he has to say this morning.
Well, actually, yeah, absolutely. Actually, we have 2 guests on today. We have him, and we also have his sponsor on. I actually, we're talking about, meeting. I'm just leaving a meeting with them now. We just left a meeting this morning. We met together, planning some strategies, and so we've had her on before just briefly, but I wanted her to come back on because she has worked really diligently with this gentleman. They've been good friends and close for over 19 years. And she brought him into this business, and he's really a focused businessman. He's in the shipping business just like me, so we talk the language pretty good. So I'm gonna bring on this woman because you know what, she's been on fire. She joined this business a little bit apprehensively because she had a lot of companies that was pursuing her. And when she took a look at our company, she said, this is the one. And she joined our company, and let me tell you, and real quickly, she hit the ground running. She's had her first TTP. She has 32 or 34 guests that she invited to her TTP, her very first TTP. I'm telling you, packed the house. all gas. I mean, I'm like, whoa! That was the first time we've ever been to a place where somebody had a TTP and they packed the house with their guests. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. So I'm going to bring on the line Miss Cheryl Tang Howe. Miss Cheryl Tang Howe, are you with us?
I am with you all. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We hear you loud and clear.
All right. Good morning to Pastor Denise. Good morning again to Pastor Dale. It is such an exciting and blessed day today. And I want to start off by saying that we were not made to fit in. We were made to stand out. And that's what we are doing in my group. And it is such a good day today again because there's so much that's happening. There's so much that's going on around us. But, I read a book called The Conscious Millionaire. And you have to be consciously aware every day that you are consciously going to be a millionaire. And in that consciousness, you have to keep focused. But even as you keep focused, you have to take action. As Pastor Dale said, you can't sit down, you have to take action. And for me, coming into this business and knowing that I was in demand with other companies, I looked at the company and I saw integrity, I saw accountability, I saw service and support. And that is what stood out to me, for me to make such a quick decision within 3 days, actually, really going through it quickly and doing some research to know with whom I wanted to be. You have to know to whom you belong. You have to know to whom you belong. And if you belong to this company, you know that you are involved in something that's great, that's outstanding. So we want to stand out. We just don't want to fit in. It's going to make a difference in our life. So this is another blessed day. Well, what can I say this morning? That I am so excited. I don't even know how much more I could say, but I'm just so excited. And I want to be able to share with you my friend. His name is Ansel Hall. And Ansel and I, as pastors, have known each other for 19 years through accidents and everything that has gone on. But we stayed together as friends, and it grew and it grew and it grew. And I thought about him as the Spirit laid it on my heart to invite him to a TTP at Pastor Denise's house. And he came that night, and I was looking at the expression on his face, and I couldn't read him. For one time, I just couldn't read my friend. I didn't know what he was thinking, whether he was with me that night or not. And after the meeting was over, I said to him, "Are you okay?" He said, "Yes." I said, "What do you think?" He said, "Okay, I'm going to think about it." And it got me kind of concerned because I did not get a feedback from my friend, which is not like him. However, suffice it to say, we did speak the next day, and he said, "Okay, Cheryl. I saw a guy there that I knew." And I said, "Who is that?" He said, "Paul Jackson." He said, "If Paul Jackson is in this, it means that this is a good thing." And I said, "Really?"
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, he said to me, "If Paul Jackson is in this is a good thing." And I said, "Really?" Because I didn't know Paul, but he knew Paul. Probably he had done business with Paul before. And I said, "Okay, well, what do you think?" He said, "It's a go." And he said to me, "Let's get together and strategize." And I said, "Where do we want to go from here?" He said, "Are we in Trinidad?" I said, "No." He said, "We are doing Trinidad." And I got more excited because I really wanted another body strong as myself to work with me. So with that being said, I know that we are on a mission here. We are not here just to fit in. We are here to stand out for 10, and this is the road and the path that we choose to take. So with that much said, I want to introduce my friend to Ansel Hall. As Pastor said, a businessman, a family man, a spiritual walker with me, and he is going to, we're going to rock 10. We're going to rock Pastor Denise, and we're going to rock Pastor Dale. So let me introduce
Well, welcome, Ansel. How you doing, sir?
I am doing fine. In fact, I'm doing well. And I just want to say thank you for the opportunity that you guys have presented to me. And more than that, I intend and plan to do well, not only from the financial aspect, but for changing the lives of people who may not know that, as Paul said, they're walking dead. So I will do all I can. I just want to share with you my motivation for this morning. As I was reading, I came upon the word challenge, and in the word challenge, I saw change. And I said, if I have to accept the challenge, I have to make a change. And so I am making the change to be a successful 10 crusader. And I want to encourage everybody to use it as a crusade to change the lives of people one way or the other.
Well, the reason why we really like what you guys are doing, Cheryl, you got right in this business, as you said. You thought about it 3 days and you got right into the business. Okay, and you said, "This is it for me. I'm doing this thing," and you immediately got busy. And I believe your team, just in the last few weeks, your team has hosted 4 TTPs. Is that correct?
Yeah, she stepped away for a minute, but yes, she has hosted 4 TTPs.
Yeah, 4 TTPs. So she's had a couple at her house. Ansel did one at your home, and then on Monday night, just this past Monday, we did one at Donna and Ed's house. And I mean, let me tell you guys, people are coming out to these meetings, and they have such a huge connection in the Trinidadian or Trinis network that people are coming from all over to hear what's going on. And they've been so motivated to get this thing up and running that they've just been having TTP after TTP after TTP. And you guys have a tremendous growth in your organization as a result of it. And that's due to the leadership that Cheryl and yourself have given to that group. Now, Ansel, you talked about from a business standpoint, when you saw this, you saw Paul there, so that was credibility for you. But from a business mind, why were you so motivated to do this from the business concept of what you saw?
Well, when I looked at the binary system, the double binary, I said to myself, I don't have to work too hard. I have to work with a sense of purpose. And all I've got to do is to get 2 people to believe what I'm showing them and show them how to teach 2 others to believe what they have learned, and it can be done. So I plan to have fun with the double binary system.
Well, see, and when you can see that, and the reason why I said that is because, like I said, Ansel is a businessman. And so he's looking from a business standpoint. Well, all I got to do is get 2 people to help them get their 2 and help them get their 2. We can do this. And that's what we've done in this binary we have. Mel and Amy have, go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
The other thing that I saw is in running my traditional business, I saw the cost of running that business and how much money and energy I have to put in. And when I looked at the cost of running 10 business, it's pennies on the dollar. So I know, based on the experience I have in what it costs to run my traditional business, with the support of 10 and the website and the network, it's not going to cost me a whole lot of money or energy.
Of course, as you said, pennies on a dollar. Pennies on a dollar. Pastor Denise, it's really important to understand, the key thing that he said he saw somebody in the meeting, Paul Jackson, to be specific, he saw somebody in the meeting that he saw as credible. And because he saw him as credible, he says, if Paul is in this business, this is a good business. That speaks to the power of having influence in your life and credibility in your life. Now, Paul probably didn't even know that was part of his decision-making. And so that's why it's so important to get people out to these TTPs. You don't ever know who someone else knows that can help you close that individual if you get them into the TTP. Pastor D, I'm talking to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pastor, I was so confident in what you were saying. And that is so valid right there when you say the importance of getting your guests to the TTP. Just like Ansel, and I hate to repeat it, but you got to hear it. He saw Mr. Paul Jackson at a TTP, a man of integrity, a man of character. Now, your guests and your friends, you don't know who they know is going to be at the TTP. But it just has to be someone that says, wow, if they're into this, this is really worth looking into. And I think that it's wonderful where we are. Ansel and Cheryl, both are people of integrity, people of character. They know a good thing when they see it, and they immediately took action. We did Cheryl's TTP just a few Saturdays ago. And you're right, she had a full house of all her guests. And she has some good food there, too, let me tell you. She has some good food there. But her guests were really into what was being shared at this TTP. And I'm telling you, within that day, Pastor Day, Cheryl came very close of qualifying for the executive founding bonus promotion. She's very, very close. She was only just like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 people away from qualifying for the executive founding bonus within a week. Within a week, and she's going for it. She's going for it. But just to let you know, to qualify for being an executive, the reason that you become an executive so soon because you're sharing, you're giving something to someone that's going to change their life. You're operating out of our number one product, and that is changing people's lives. And if you can change someone's life, if you can share what we're doing, then you deserve to be an executive because you're taking action and you're getting the sprays in people's hands and you're helping them to do the same thing. So, yes, you can become an executive because you've made a commitment to make a difference in someone's life. And this is what Ansel and Cheryl and so many others are doing here in Team Effort Network.
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. Ansel, before we have you go, just give some departing thoughts of new people who are joining this business. What is it that you see the ABC of what they're going to need to do to really get in and start running this business and running fast?
I think the first thing they have to do is believe in the product, believe in the system. That's the B. A is attend as many TTPs as you can, and the C is to be coachable. So I said that kind of backwards, but it's A for attending as many TTPs as possible, which helps you to believe in the product and the system, and C, to remain coachable. It's a proven system. It works. Be a follower, and then you become the best leader.
Wow, great deal. Become a follower so you can become the best leader. Well, hey, listen, I know you guys are off to something else. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and getting us on this call. You guys are, Pastor Denise mentioned that Cheryl had great food at the meeting. Let me tell you, Pastor D, you should have been at Ansel's house. That man's wife can cook, man. Oh my God. I told her, I said, man, I'm hanging with you guys. I'm going to have to keep me a Slim by 10, strapped around my neck because they feed you when you go to their TTPs. I ain't talking about, no little bitty, rolls or nothing, man. They got rice and they got jerk chicken and they got all kinds of stuff, man. You eating meals. Matter of fact, you eat so well that then they pack you up a bag so you can take home. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't keep eating like this. So, they got a network of people that they're doing these TTPs with. And let me tell you, you have to come prepared to eat because they feed you at these places. So, Cheryl and Ansel, thank you guys so much for all that you're doing to help your team grow and help your team members. You guys are absolutely valuable to the team, and we thank you for joining us on the call today.
Thank you.
And so look, now I missed your TTP. Yes, I did. But look, we meet every Thursday, right? And so I will not have any problems. I will not have any problems if you decide you want to bring a dish to the meeting. Okay. I will not have any problem. I will meet you in the parking lot.
Okay.
I missed that one.
Consider it done.
All right. Thank you so much. Back to you, Pastor.
Okay.
Wow, great call, great call. You hear the passion, the excitement as to what's happening and telling you. You're really beginning to see the quality of people that are being gravitated to Team Effort Network, people of integrity, people of character, people know a good thing when they see it, and people that will take action and make it happen. They didn't decide to just want to reach out to their neighborhood or they didn't decide. And Cheryl didn't say, I just want to tell my family. I'm not just going to tell my community. I'm not just going to tell my neighbors. I'm going to tell a whole country. And they want to go right into Trinidad, and we already worked on that. And like we said, countries are waiting to come in to be a part of what we're doing here in Team Effort Network. So massive action is being taken. Why? Because our leaders are taking massive action. Mel and Amy Gill are taking massive action to make sure we get the word out about 10, as well as Daddy Sam also. taking massive action because we have a window, a period of time to get the word out about 10. So, yes, we are running without running shoes on and making a difference. And it's like Ansel said, if you want to go straight to the top, all you have to do is believe in the product. And Barry Ackle said, when you start to believe in your business, your paycheck go up. So, yes, believe in what you're doing because your conviction, as you share with others, will win them over. So believe in your product. Believe in the system. This is a system that will go the distance. It will not break. Have your TTPs. If even if 1, 2, or 5 people that show up, have those TTPs. I don't care if 3 people show up. Have it and be consistent with that. Be coachable. My goodness, if you can be coachable and follow through this simple blueprint, you will make it straight to the top, no problem. So, yes, Ansel, you've got us pumped up today, man. Cheryl, it's so good to hear you on the call today. And we're going to have you back, Cheryl, because I know you have a testimony. We wanted you to come back another day to share your testimony in regards to the sprays, okay?
Okay, Pastor Denise. Okay.
So, look, now, you and Ansel, y'all get together and decide which dish y'all going to bring to the TTP on Thursday, okay?
Okay, yes.
Thank you all for being with us today. Well, family, let's go out to the UK. Dr. Anita Poole, are you with us today to give us our quote for today?
I am here. Can you hear me okay?
Unbelievable. Look who fixed their clock.
I have taken loads and loads of Super 10 today, so I have got my timing right. Dale and I have had some really funny kicks, folks, going backwards and forwards between us. I really must apologize to everyone, and, including Dale and Denise and everyone who's on the call. I know you called for me on Monday. I know you called for me on Tuesday, and I was not there at the right time, and I'm very, very sorry. The reason is because the clocks changed this week in the UK and literally changed by 1 hour, and the clocks have not changed yet in the USA. They change a little later on. And although I knew it, I'm really sorry, folks, I've never done this before. I got the hour calculated wrong. So guess which call I was on? I was on the Spanish call. But it sounded very, very good. Although I don't understand Spanish, it sounded amazing. Just like this call is amazing. And of course, although I was not there in person, I did catch up on the recording because I never miss a call. Thanks to Terry Whitener. All of you, if you want to hear the recordings, any of your team missed the call, just type in Terry Whitener into YouTube and you'll find his channel, and literally he records nearly every single call. So, absolutely fantastic training from Nikisha on Monday, fantastic tips. Absolutely fantastic call yesterday. Absolutely great. And fantastic call today as well. Absolutely wonderful. Derek yesterday, wonderful. Today, Cheryl and everybody else, absolutely great. So, global expansion. And folks, we can do so much good. Here's some more headlines. Every single product we have is so important for the marketplace. We now have 9-year-olds who are being diagnosed with anorexia. Male 9-year-olds. That is so sad. Why am I saying that?
Yes.
Anorexia used to be associated with teenage and older women. It's now increasing dramatically in males and in children. And this poor 9-year-old, when his mother is trying to help him understand nutrition, is saying, "But mother, I want a flat stomach." The amount of conditioning that is being done from media, that is being done with drinks and foods that are artificial, that are not good, that contain so much that is unnatural. And of course, all our sprays have natural substances. So, we can help both the people who are overweight and we can help the people to understand nutrition better, understand vitamins, understand minerals, understand the concept of put natural things in your body. And that's going to help people with even the underweight eating disorders. So people are getting very, very confused because what the media are putting out is also very, very confusing. Whereas we were educated from our parents and our grandparents, we are a different generation that ate off the land, that ate healthy meat, healthy fish. This is a different generation that's growing up, for example, with a headline like this. A politician goes on a diet that is made only of apples and Diet Coke. That headline goes into the main newspaper. Apple and Diet Coke produces a lower weight. That is such a confusing headline for people who don't understand nutrition and who don't understand that Diet Coke has energy substances and synthetic caffeine that is not good for one. That if one goes on that diet, one's getting no protein, no all the other vitamins that are not in apples, no minerals that are not in apples, no antioxidants that are not in apples, and of course Diet Coke is full of unnatural stuff. Why does it matter? Because we have natural substances in Slim by 10 that can help people lose their weight. They don't need to go on these ridiculous, unnatural, unhealthy diets. We have substances in our B-Boost, our Super 10, our Cell Energy that can help people gain energy in a natural way through natural body antioxidants, natural super berries, natural antioxidants that are already in the body. It's just that all of us lead a lifestyle where we're not getting enough. And why is it so important? Because the synthetic stuff that are in the energy drinks and are in the unnatural caffeine drinks, the synthetic caffeine drinks, can do an awful lot of harm. There was a study conducted recently where they put a person and several people, because obviously studies are conducted statistically correctly, they put people through an MRI scan before and after having some of these energy drinks. They found that without any doubt, the energy drinks immediately increased their heart rate and increased the power of their heart rate to a beat that in some people could cause some serious palpitations and serious consequences. And there wasn't any doubt that it was related to these energy drinks. And there wasn't any doubt that it was related also to the synthetic caffeine that was in the drinks. But here's the harmful thing, that it can affect adolescents and children even more. It can actually affect their brain development, their heart development. And to put it into context, the amount of synthetic caffeine in a bottle of energy drink is about 500 milligrams. That's equivalent to 14 cans of the caffeinated synthetic caffeine in an ordinary soft drink that's not a natural drink. A child of 30 grams can therefore be absorbing 6 grams of these potentially dangerous synthetic caffeine in these energy drinks. The lethal dose is up to 400 milligrams per kilogram of weight. So what I'm describing to you, if you haven't taken any of those statistics in, I'm saying there is no doubt whatsoever that synthetic caffeine can do a lot of harm, is already doing a lot of harm, and is potentially even more dangerous for children. And here we have natural substances in our B vitamins, our Cell Energy, our Super 10 that can actually help people with energy. Plus, it has natural caffeine in it, which is very, very, very important. The fact that it's natural, it's not giving these kinds of side effects, it's not giving, a powerful boost and then a very, very quick low. So we've got very, very important substances. It is our duty with these TEN sprays to share them as much as possible. The last statistic I'm going to give you is that in the last 30 years, the obesity and overweight problem has increased in adults by nearly 30% and in children by nearly 50%. If you work that out, that means a quarter of the population is undesirably overweight or obese. No wonder our healthcare system is under massive strain because obesity is related to many other very serious disorders like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, inflammation, pain, decreased mobility, which then leads to arthritis. You know, I could go on and on. So, folks, it is our duty to, exactly as Mel said, three things. It is our duty to pay attention, to share, to really focus and get excited, and to go out there and get the job done. Eleanor Roosevelt said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. It's all about believing in TEN and getting the word out there as fast as possible. Albert Einstein said, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. So keep cycling, folks. Keep sharing, folks, because you've got something really valuable, really wanted. It's just that people don't know about it. Calvert Roberts said, character is the ability to carry out a good resolution long after the excitement of the first moment has passed. So keep that character, keep sharing, keep your resolution, keep your excitement, keep pedaling, and keep moving on and share and share and share. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, write it in your heart that every day is the best day in the year and the best day in your life. Make it the best day for somebody else's life. Go out there and share TEN, share the sprays, share the opportunity big time. Back to you, Denise and Dale.
Thank you, Dr. Anita Poole from the UK. Well, family, it has been a great call. I know that you have heard some motivation today. It's been a really good call. Thank you once again, Ansel and Cheryl, for bringing us such positive energy today and keeping us focused on where we need to go to do the simple things we need to do, and that's just to share the beauty of these vitamin sprays. Don't forget, family, you have a couple more days left to qualify for that executive founding promotion. And we don't know. Like I said, Mel just might extend it. We don't know, but don't quit. You're so close to the finish line. Go out there and make it happen. And join Pastor Donald Joseph tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. He will be here on this call to talk more about 10 Team Effort Network. And do not forget to join the Spanish call that will take place this morning, 9:10 Pacific, 12:10 Eastern Standard Time. Right here, the same number. And when you download the Spanish call, please introduce yourself. Even if you don't speak Spanish, let them know that what your name is, and let them know that we are all there to support one another. So call out your name when you download so they can know that you're on the call with them. And Pastor, do you want to give the information for the 10-minute opportunity call?
Absolutely. We have a 10-minute opportunity call at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. That number is 605-475-4000. The code is 1023872#. If you want to get on the recorded call, 24-hour recorded call, 605-475-4099. Same code, 1023872#, and then pound again.
All right, family, let's make it happen. Today is payday. If you didn't get paid today, you can get paid next Wednesday by doing what? Taking action. You're back on the call again tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know this, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. Have a blessed day on purpose. God bless you all. Mwah.